Coming up, the Rams and 49ers are set to square off. San Francisco swept LA for the second straight season.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the third overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Off of play action, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 132 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Terrell Lewis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
From midfield, here's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Stafford on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 7 yards to pick up there. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 51 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw, Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring out the third down. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Get ready, get ready.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance looking to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet, what am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Lance. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Terrell Lewis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ross Dwelling. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right?
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looked like a Rams player was able to to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll play for the second time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert fighting him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ross Dwelling with 2 touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The kick by Gould is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Jackson now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cam Akers of the Rams offense ready to go back to work. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Stafford. Going deep here for Parker. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman, our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Dee Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 41, Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Lance now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You see me?
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To try again after the sack, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Lance now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And he whips that one incomplete there. Deebo Samuel is the intended receiver. Third down here.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll run on first down with Akers. Gets around him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second and a couple, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. Now Benjamin. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Seven yards there and a 1st down. On the give, this is Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 8 coming up. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Akers. A good pick up there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Akers again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. This is Bawden. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. From the 30 on second down, Lance flushed out right. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance. He'll let this go for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And the Rams getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here taken in by Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's got room. The 20. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. Ends up giving the ball away.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Sermon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On play action, Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis. Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Niners on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Sermon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.